Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to my Collectibles, Hidden Locations and Maneki Neko Locations guide for the first DLC of Control, and that is the Foundation. A quick thank you to Remedy 505 Games for supplying me with a DLC code to be able to bring this to you. Thanks so very much for that. So this is going to be a run through of the entire map, collecting everything you need for all of the trophies. I'm going to presume that you have finished the story at this point, because we are going to be taking shortcuts like this to go and get everything. So you need to have Shape and Fracture, the two abilities that you use, that you learn during this DLC. We've just started there at research site Gamma, and we're making our way towards Cave System. Description will have timestamps as usual, they're always there. So if you need to skip to a specific thing, just look down there and you'll be able to find it down there. This video is fairly long because we are finding everything in one video here. We're just trying to do the smoothest route through the path, through the map, to find everything. So I'm not going to show all of the pathing in between, so I will skip here. We have just gone to the right, basically gone through the door, and we're here at Cave System. Here you're going to need to have... which one's this one? This one's going to be Shape. So to jump up here, to pull that out, I'm going to jump up here, and we're going to be going getting a collectible down here, which is also going to lead us to the side mission, one of the side missions here. The side mission found footage starts by going through those crystals there. You shoot those with a gun, and you'll drop down, find a TV, and you need to put it in this container here. I'm going to presume that you've done that. If you haven't, there will be a little eye in the corner now that you'll be able to see the whole side mission played out. You're going to need to have done it to open this door here. So you need to throw the TV in there, and this is basically the exit of the cave system. It's dark as hell in here, so I do apologise. I've tried to make it as easy as possible, trying to get through that gate for a start. Tried to brighten it up a bit, but there isn't much you can do really. This is the exit, so I'm going against the path for the found footage side mission. Luckily, the two collectibles we're getting, which is actually a collectible, and our first Maneki Neko, which is those little Chinese cats with the waving paw. There's going to be 8 of those. They are in this first big area. So if you come through this door and work your way round, it's pretty dark. This is a tunnel, so you can't really get lost as long as you're going in a straight line. And then when it opens up like this, you're going to be wanting to go to the left. So look for this rock here, drop down 1, and then drop down again, and there'll be this pile of rubble here, and you'll see some rocks here. These rocks can be moved. So here's where I am roughly. So I'm in the corner. So I'm going to drop the light here. I'm going to try and shift these rocks. So I am moving them. I apologise, it is really dark down here. There's not much I could do about it. But basically, I'm moving that pile of rocks that was blocking the way. Put this light back up here, and I'm going to try and get through. Luckily, this is enough of a gap. So straight away, a little Maneki Neko is going to pop up here. These pop up once you find them, once you do certain things. Most of them aren't as easy as this. And then directly behind him is going to be another collectible. There we go. So going back to Cave System now, back to that point where we were. We're going to go and get Hidden Location, but we're going to go a different way. We're not going to go in the straight path. We're going to go take this door to the right hand side. We're going back past where those two collectibles were earlier on. We're just going to ignore these guys. We're going to head towards where that big ball of fury is, those indestructible ones. So we've already been through here right at the start, and we're just going to head back. Through this system you obviously need the I forget it now, I always forget it, fracture ability, and then this is the main path below us, and then we're going to jump up to this first one here, and then across to this next one, and it's going to be Hidden Location 1 of 10. All you need to do is go into this cave. Take note of this black box here. We're going to be moving 8 of these down below us now. This is the reason I've ordered it like this, because we are going to get another Maneki Neko. We need to do a little puzzle here. We need 8 of these cubes, and 3 of them are up high here. So we're just going to grab this first one, and then we're going to throw it right down to the bottom here. This is, you probably noticed there's a sort of a grid, like a dig site, a square grid with some string. That is the puzzle. We're just going to grab this second one up here, and then there's going to be one by the over here. Actually, I think there's 4 up here. Sorry, I do apologise. Not 2, not 3, 4. I forgot about the one by the fast travel point. So there is a fast travel point over this big gap, and there's actually a cube in here as well. 3 of them are already down there. I didn't put them there. They are all always down there. There's one on that rock. I think there's one actually in the middle, and there's one off to the right there. So this is the puzzle. We're just going to get the last block, which is this is where the fast travel point is that we started at. So we've done a full loop basically. Just going to grab this here, and then we're going to place them in this grid in this puzzle. If you look closely, there are cat footprints in certain squares. There we go, see? So we need to put these blocks, press square to cancel your grab, by the way. You don't want to be throwing them, in case you didn't know that. So you can see here, some of these have cat footprints in them. So we're trying to position all of these blocks in. You do need to be fairly accurate. That one over there is not right, and I'm going to realise that afterwards, after moving all of the others around a bit. So here we go, right over there. Nope, right over there. So there's 4 in a row at this front bit here. Oh, must have been that one that I knocked. So as soon as you place them all, it will appear. So you'll know when you've got it right. It will appear right in the middle. And again, this is one of the easier one of these little guys to find. It is a cute little Easter egg though, once you've got them all. So I'm wondering which one's wrong here. It is that one directly ahead of me. I don't know why I didn't pick that one up first. I'm looking at the far ones in a line, working my way back. So just make sure they're all in the middle really. It is this one closest to me here. Nope, 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 there we go. So as soon as you put it in, there he is. He's going to appear. And we're going to get him. Next is just 2 collectibles. So starting from the puzzle, back still in the cave system. There's one here, right next to where we've just done that puzzle. And then there's one on the other end. I'm going to show the map in between each collectible. I do apologise. I know some people don't like that. But for anybody using timestamps, it's going to help them sort of know where we are. So still in the cave system. We'll be moving to the back end before the tunnel. And it's just on this rock here. I'm sure you've already seen this one. These are the simple ones, but for the sake of having 100%, we need to put them all in. So we've moved on, or we'll be moving on now, should I say. This is still the cave system. We're going to be exiting now. So in between the cave system and it's going to come to me in a moment, Cave Bleed, I believe it is, the big square open area. Well, it's not square, it's a rectangle. If you go down this path, goes past those geysers, there's going to be a collectible on this platform, this rock here. So we need to pick that one up. And there we go. And that's us done with this area. We have moved on to Crossroads. So once you go through Cave Bleed, you get to Crossroads. I'm sure you know where we are here. This is the main hub area. This is where the nail is. There are 2 quick ones here. There's one there, and then there's one right next to it. So I've bunched these 2 together because it's kind of obvious where we are. And then starting just where we were, we're just going to go across to the buildings, the little cabin here. And there's going to be another collectible in this first one here, the one on the left. And then we're going to be going below the nail next. So we don't need to listen to that. So I'm starting back at the Crossroads fast travel point here. So there's where we just were. There's the nail. We're going to go around the back of it. I'm going to take this path because it's a bit more obvious to sort of show you. But you drop down and work your way to the left. there. So you can just see it sort of lit up. It's badly lit again. Just head towards this rock. You won't see the hidden area. This is a hidden location as well. So this rock here, and then look to the left. And you can just jump through here. And there's going to be the collectibles on the floor right here just before, as soon as you step into that cave, you're going to get the hidden location as well. But we're just going to get the collectible here, step into this cave, and that's going to be hidden location 2. Do not open that crate at the back. It's a trap. I shouldn't have told you that. It would have been funny. But there we go. Back at Crossroads now. We're going to be going off towards where we're going, Astral Collision. This is the bit with all the jumping and the white. So I'm going to show you the way we're going. We're going to drop down that hole. You probably remember it from the story. Again, you should. It's going to help a lot if you finish the story off, and you have all of your. You need the powers basically to get everything. You could follow this as you go, but there will be certain things you'll have to come back for because you won't have either shape or fracture yet, but you will have them both by the time finishing. So you do drop in here as part of the story. You drop into that hole. There's no map in here, so I'm going to do a single run so we don't get lost. But here is going to be the first collectible. As soon as you enter, look to the right. And then I'm going to start from each collectible. So anybody who's using timestamps, I do apologise. There's no map in Astral Collision, so I can't show you exactly where we are. You're just going to have to follow the path. Hopefully you do recognise it. I am going to show the whole thing. That's why this video is a bit longer. I couldn't really jump. There are fast travel points that you could jump to, but I can't presume that you've already done this, so you might not know where they are. But basically, I've dropped all these blocks. You need to use Fracture to drop a lot of blocks down to jump up to. I've already done all of that because I'm doing this post-story. So this is the pathway. You would come up here. Again, this is up here, and then you would carry on and go off to the right. We're just going to hook round to the left here, get this collectible, and then we're going to start. We're going to get a hidden location, and we're going to start Maneki Neko 3. So you can see there it's part 1. If you're going to skip ahead to 32 minutes 20 seconds for the second part. So that's a hidden location, that toilet there. But for the Maneki Neko, you need to grab this golden cube and throw it into the open cubicle. So for part 2, go to 32 minutes 20, and then you'll see the second part of that one. It's a bit of a weird one, so that's how I've had to do it, because I've had to carry this path on. So again, 32:20 for that second part for that Maneki Neko. We will be coming to that later on. There is also a collectible in there as well. So continuing this path on, this is the path, the story path you would go. Hopefully you have done this already. You can see there I've had to break that block down. It's going to open up in a minute into this big bit, which might not initially all be there for you. So I'm going to jump up here, and then this is going to be our first fast travel point. This is going to be the one called Astral Collision. So just next to this collectible here is going to be a fast travel. I'm going to show you each of the fast travel points so you know where I am. I'm just going to jump into it, and it's going to show you. I believe this one is Astral. Yes, this one's Astral Collision. So this is the start. Usually you would go off to the left here, but I'm going to go off to the right and jump over to the left afterwards. So once you've finished this area, this will all be entirely opened up for you. So you can come back here and go across here. I'm going to ignore any enemies that appear. No time for you. Come on, get out of the way. Got places to be. So there is a right and a left splintering path essentially that meet in the middle. And we're taking the right one here to go and get a collectible, which is a fairly obvious one. It is behind a big block that you need to shoot down on a desk. So once we go around here, yes, I am still here. Go around here, and we're going to go right round, and here's going to be another. I'm just going to show you this one here. This is going to be Astral Platform PE. So if you want to start from here, then you can just quickly run across, but some people may not have that one highlighted yet. So behind this one here is going to be a desk. It's going to have the collectible on it. So starting from here again, we've gone back to Astral Platform PE. So this is essentially where we just were. For anybody who's using timestamps, that's where we are. We just got that previous collectible there, was green, was behind that one. We're going to go all the way up to the top here. Sort of. Somebody shooting, they're appearing. Luckily you can just ignore the enemies for the most part. Bit tricky to see this one here. And then we're going to go up. So there's quite a bit to do up here. And we're going to start from here quite a lot. So remember this one. This is Astral Tower PE. Here's the collectible on the side here. This recording. And then starting back at the fast travel point here. Astral Tower PE. We're going to turn around. And then we're going to jump up. And then we're going to get the only TV based collectible here. And this is also a hidden location, so as soon as you step on here you're going to get hidden location as well, and then interact with the TV for the actual collectible. It is one of those super weird TV things. I know why it was rejected for sure. And then starting back at the fast travel point here from the previous two, we're going to jump down. So this is the middle meeting point of the astral collision. Both paths meet up here eventually. We're going to go and get another one of those Maneki Neko cats. I'm probably saying that completely wrong, but I do apologise if that is the case. You're going to shoot this first bit here in the corner, and then the second bit just gives you a better view as well. And then you can see a gold block down here, and we're going to take that up here and put it into a keyhole. Just bring it up here. Shoot this one on the right to open up the gap. There we go. Pop it in, and a little platform is going to appear here. And then the Maneki Neko will appear as soon as you drop onto it. That's that one. So back up, right back up at the top now, Astral Tower PE. This is where we were before. There's the collectible. We're going to jump all the way across to the other Astral Tower. That one's fast travel, or the one we're going towards, is fast travel point Astral Tower PW. So if you think of the two towers at the top, and then you have the two platforms which are halfway up, left is PW and right is PE. So there's Astral Platform PW and so there's Astral Tower PW and Astral Platform PW on this side, which is the left hand side from the main. That is all very confusing. That's why I left this whole run in, so you had a sort of idea where we are. So here is going to be Astral Platform PW. So left, think west, left, and then PE, which is right, east, basically. So we started on PE on the east side, the right hand side, and we've gone all the way across to the left hand side, or PW. So this is I'm going to show you the fast travel point here. There we go. This is Astral Tower PW, and then directly behind us is going to be the collectible. Most of the stuff is on the PE side. There's just this one thing on the PW side. That's why I've done this one last. It's here hidden away. Even though you probably will do PW first if you're doing the story. Right, we're at Warehouse now. There is lots to do here at Warehouse. So we're right down at the bottom. We're just going to be going into these two cabins, or two of these cabins here. This first one is going to have a collectible on this desk. And then the third one is going to have the second collectible, Pyramidic Geometry. Number 21 is going to be in the third one. So there's the lonely one. And then this third door is going to have it in. So there is a side mission we will need to do. I'll explain it when it comes to it. I'm not going to show it because it is fairly lengthy, but again, there's going to be a video for it, and I will link it in the corner. So we can get a couple of the collectibles and one of the Maneki Nekos. So this is going to be the story path. This is the way you would need to go to get into the warehouse, because it would all be locked down. So I'm going to show you the warehouse in the story route, so it makes most sense. So you can make sense of where we are essentially. So you're going to use shape to pull all of these little platforms out, and then jump into the warehouse. We're essentially making our way to the top of the warehouse. We have to do lots of climbing around on the outside to get in. So we're going to be jumping into these windows. Every time you jump into a window, you can activate the elevator, the lift. So again, we're still inside the warehouse, this very start, as you jump in the first window, and we're going to interact with the lift, and we're going to go down to the ground floor and get a collectible there. Come on, there it is. We're going to use in this lift quite a lot. But every time you do go in the window, in one of the windows, sorry, use the lift. Make sure you use it if you haven't done already, to make sure it counts and puts that floor on your list. So here we're at ground floor, and there's going to be the collectible right here. So that's the front entrance, well, the sort of side entrance. It's directly to the right of the fast travel point. Now we're going to go up to the power core floor. Yeah, power core storage. And there's going to be a collectible directly ahead, basically in one of those sections. Yeah, it's not in front of me. I thought it would be, but it's not. And it's there. And still in the warehouse, on the power core storage floor, we're going to go going up to tunnel access. So this is the story path. You're basically piecing the floors together. You need to do a little something on each floor, and then you can move up. And then this one is going to be directly behind where it opens up, and there's going to be a recording. Again, you will need to come this way because we're going to be going back out of the warehouse in a moment using this ramp and a window. So starting from the previous one, still in the warehouse, we're going to go out of this window. Again, this is story path, so you will need to go here to connect the floors basically. Ignore that, that's just, you know what those are, the threat level thing, the bureau alerts. They still happen. We're just going to show you this fast travel point if you want to come here and start from here for any reason. This is where we are, warehouse tunnel, and there we were on the map. And then we're going to be ignoring any fight here and just trying to get through to the other side so we can jump out the window again. Please don't hit me. Long way round. It is the long way round, but it is going to make more sense for anybody following directly. So here we are. You would go right to carry on. We're just going to nip into the left hand side in this window here and get a collectible here. So again, you can use the lift here, but I think this is one of the middle floors that doesn't actually have a floor designated to it, but you can weirdly use the lift to get down from there. So back out the same window we just came from. We're going to take the path that we're supposed to take now, which is the right hand side, moving up towards the top of the warehouse. There we go. Oh, little skip there. So yeah, we're still in the cave system now. There's another fast travel point coming up. I'm going to show you which one this is. This is going to be Warehouse Rise, I believe. Yep, Warehouse Rise. So if you want to start from here. And then we're going to ignore this fight. Yes, it's going to break out. We'll go left, back outside, into this window here, directly ahead of us. This is another middle floor, I believe this one is. And there's going to be a collectible here. A bit dark, I do apologise. But starting directly from that previous one, we're going to be getting a hidden location. This is a super secret floor on the warehouse here. So back out the window, back towards that fight, that final fight. And then we're going to, instead of carrying on, we're going to turn around. You'll see a little window below you. There it is. So drop down to it. It's directly above. There's the entrance to the warehouse directly below us. And then as soon as you drop in, hit the floor, you're going to get that hidden location. And there's going to be the collectible here. So starting from that hidden collectible, we're going to be using the lift now. We're done with all the floating around and running around. We are going to get a Maneki Neko. This one is kind of tricky. You may have noticed once you do one of the floors on here, there are a bunch. As you move from floor 5 to floor 6, there are a load of the red crystals, the hiss. I forget what they're called. Nope, it's not coming. I'll show you in a moment. Hiss nodes there. Just got it. So as you go up to floor 5, so start at floor 5. This is going to take a moment just to get up here. There we go. So we're at floor 5. So starting here, there's going to be hiss nodes between floor 5 and 6. So starting at the left, then ahead, then right, and then behind. So that the button is the starting point. So hit the button and then hug the left hand wall, this one here. And you're going to need to do a melee, so triangle or whatever it is on the Xbox, the top button. As you see it, you can do it just as you go past it. So just wait to go slightly past it. Hit all of these. I'm going round it in the circle I showed you. So left, ahead, right, behind, and then hit them all. And this little guy is going to appear. If you do miss it, just go back to floor 5 and start again. You will need to do them all again though. You need to do them in one run. So from where we are here, this is upper warehouse, floor 6 still. Directly behind us is, weirdly, it's actually a fast travel point. It is hidden. Don't do this. Yeah, because there was an explosive canister next to me. I noticed at the last moment. But this is a hidden location and there is going to be a fast travel point there as well. So back on ground floor, you need to do Pope's Collection side mission before you can enter this place. So there's going to be a little eye in the corner for the side mission. You need to collect a load of ID tags to gain entry to this place. I've already done it, but if you need the full walkthrough of it, then it will be in the top corner. Here's going to be the first collectible, and then there's going to be a couple downstairs in the basement. I've grouped all these together so you can, because it is one run basically. So we're going to get that first collectible, and then we're going to go to the basement lab, and there's going to be a second collectible. There is a big boss fight down here. This is the Pope's Collection side mission. If you need it, there'll be a link in the description as well. I show you where all of the ID tags are in that video. So you need to open this up, and this is where the boss will emerge from. But on this desk in the back corner is going to be the Northmoor Final Warning. And then Maneki Neko, 6 of 8, is actually upstairs, but you cannot activate it until you've come down here, and there's a pipe in this back office. Here, you see it here on the left hand side here. You need to activate this. You may have noticed there's a shower in one of the cubicles upstairs that doesn't work, weirdly. That's because there's no water running to it. So once you hit that valve and then go back up outside and into one of the cabins, it's the middle one that's on its own. So if you go back up to warehouse entrance, you go all the way up here. So this is warehouse entrance, and then you go right out of here and head towards that lonely middle cabin. And there's going to be a shower on the right hand side in there. You may have noticed it already, but now that we've turned the water on, it's going to work, and the Maneki Neko is going to appear behind us. Bit of a tough one, that one. So moving on now with the story, you go from Crossroads all the way round. We are now in, where are we? Collapsed Department. So this is the first fast travel point. This is the entrance to Collapsed Department. So you have to come here for the story. There is going to be one of the collectibles. And then straight after that, so from that, just above the fast travel, we're going to go round into the security checkpoint. From the fast travel, this is going to open up. So you need to come round here to open it up. And there is going to be our next one. Next is a hidden location and Maneki Neko. So starting from that initial collapsed department fast travel point, you'll know that you'll recognize this big open room with lots of rooms, lots that can't actually be entered, which is weird. You go to the first one on the right, and you'll see this picture here. Smash this wall, and then if you look up, you hit this top bit. As soon as you step in here, it's a hidden location. But if you look to the right, with a nice little nod to the Shawshank Redemption, you're going to see this other wall here. Step in here, and you're going to get another Maneki Neko. So starting at this this point again, this room with all the rooms in the collapsed department. There's more to do in here. Weirdly, some of these rooms you can't get to, like that one above us. It has a door, but obviously we can get to it. We can fly, but nobody else can. So there's a collectible in this far top right, well, middle right, and then starting on the floor again at the entrance is going to be another hidden location, same as the previous one. There's going to be a picture up here, and you're going to smash the wall to get behind it. Pretty obvious stuff when you think about it. There we go. As soon as you step in, you're going to get that hidden location. Closing towards the end now. So here is part 2 of Maneki Neko. If you Maneki Neko 3, if you've skipped ahead, this is where you need to be. You need to be in Collapsed Department, that room with all the rooms. This is the secret toilet where you get the trophy when you step in here. Here's the cube that we threw in. You remember we threw that cube into the toilet. It will appear here. I'm just going to move out of the way to get rid of this guy. There he is. And then there's going to be this collectible here as well. This is always here, this collectible. That cube is needed for the Maneki Neko though. So we're just going to grab that, turn around, grab this cube that we dropped in, and then we're going to back off and stick this in there. So if you needed part 1 for that, there he is. He's going to appear there. If you needed part 1, then there'll be a time link, timestamp in the description. There he is. Not an easy one to figure out, that one. Next is just some simple collectibles now. So starting at the top end of that big room, there's the toilet we were just in. We're going to be running to the other side of the collapsed department now. So where those big the bridges are, we're going to the one broken bridge all the way across. For a couple, it's in the other security checkpoint basically. So as you come here, I thought something that was weird. I thought an enemy appeared then, but it didn't. I didn't edit that out. That was just there, so I don't know what happened there. But there's the first collectible. We'll go through the checkpoint on the right, and then turn around directly from that one, and there'll be a recording in this room here. So from this one, if you just carry on to the right a bit, if you go out of this door and go left, sorry, you'll get to this transit access fast travel point, and we're going to be doing a few from here. So if you go up here, there's going to be collectible on this console, and then again from transit access, the fast travel point, we're going to go and get another hidden location. So you will need to come this way for the story. You can't open that door, blast door, until you've gone through this place. But instead of going up, we're going to go down. So if you activate the lift, back out, this is a hidden location. Drop down here, easy. So back at the checkpoint here, the transit access fast travel point, we're going to go all the way through. So the camera has been removed. We're able to get through this blast door. So you'd remove the camera by going upstairs and doing the puzzle up there, go through those tunnels, and then you're able to move on. Downstairs there is another side mission, but we don't need to go down there for any collectibles or anything. This lift is the last hidden location. There's also a collectible in here. If you open this for the first time, there will be a pretty deadly enemy in here who can one-shot you, so be careful. And as soon as you step in there, you'll get hidden location. I've already done it, so you don't see it pop up for me, but there is a collectible in there as well. So from this last one, there's that lift. We're going to go through into this toilet. You need to shoot this. This is very dark, I do apologise, but in the cubicle on the left, you will see the prompt. You'll see another collectible there. So from the previous two, there's the lift, there's the toilet. We're still in the collapsed apartment here. We're going to be carrying on the story path, and then on the go through this left hand door here is going to be another collectible. And then starting from the previous one, still in collapsed apartment here, still in the exact same place as the previous one. We're just going to continue towards the grey door here. Turn around, and there's going to be the final collectible of this place. The last two are near the nail. We're just going to get Maneki Neko number 8. So starting right at the end of the collapsed apartment, you need to go through here. And we're going to we're basically going all the way back to Crossroads. So this is the big circle. You would go all the way back to the Crossroads and the nail. We're taking this long route because we need to be above Crossroads and the nail. So this is where you would break down that final stone thing, plinth, I can't think of the word. And then you'd carry on and it would all open up. And you would be above the nail, and you would just drop down into Crossroads. But instead of doing that, we're going to float across the top. So here it's going to open up. You're going to look down. There's the nail. That's Crossroads below us. Instead of dropping down, we're going to float across here. There's 3 platforms. You can see the third one in the distance there. That's where he is, the little guy. Jump across. All we need to do is get to this one. There's a box there, you can see it, and he's just going to appear once we drop onto this platform. There he is. So you can drop down from here and you'll be at Crossroads and where the nail is. But we're just going to go to the collapsed apartment, the very first fast travel point, and we're going to get the One of Us trophy and achievement. So we've got all of the Maneki Neko. You don't get the trophy or achievement right away once you've collected them all. You need to come back out of here, go to the left, and this is the broken platform that you came up to. This is the one you jumped up from. And you may have noticed, you may have jumped over to this last one here. And you can see there's little guys here. So as you collect them, they'll start to appear. So that white one in the middle is always there. He's kind of a hint, if you will. But each of these locks is one of the cats, basically. So once you're collecting the cats, one of these locks will open. Obviously you need all 8 to unlock all of them. And it's going to let you into the secret room. The hidden chamber. So there's lots. This last door can sort of stick. Where are we here? Yeah, so don't worry. If you've got all 8, this does stick. There we go. And as soon as you enter, you're going to get the trophy. Or achievement. And then you can interact with this here, and you're going to get this little Catwoman ears. We're going to wear those for the rest of this video. Just got 2 logs left. So back at Crossroads, here's the nail. This does not open up until you have finished the story, essentially. This is the final boss fight down here. So you drop down, and there's going to be this really obvious recorder here. Now I could run you can teleport all the way to Lower Crossroads, and the final collectible is right next to that fast travel point. But starting from the nail here at the bottom, I'm going to run all the way to that last collectible and show you where it is. It is a bit of a lengthy run, but for anybody who hasn't been down here for any reason, or can't remember where it is, or didn't activate the fast travel point, this is where we need to go for the final one. This is going to be the last collectible. We've got all the hidden locations. We've just done the Maneki Neko. We've got our lovely little cat ears there. And then once you get this this last collectible, you should get the trophy or achievement. And that will be everything from the Control, the Foundation DLC. Once again, thanks to Remedy and 505 for providing me with a copy of the DLC. So look out for that in the future. I will be getting any of the others as well. So I'll be making video guides for the ones coming out later on. So look out for those. This is a long old run. And here we go. So you see the red light. Look to the right hand side. There's the fast travel point. That is Lower Crossroads. And then the collectible is directly ahead of you. Right, hope this has helped. It's been kind of a long video, but it made sense to do it this way. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.